Welcome to the Roundup. It's Dan. Let's go into our first topic, or our first question. So here is a Reddit post where someone has specific financial obligations, their debt, and how much income they make. And they're asking for guidance in regards to how they should pay their debt off. Advice on how to tackle debt. $5,000 a month in income, $13,000 debt, no savings. I have a combination of credit card debt, about $11,000. Installment loans of $2,400 spanning from 2 months to 12 months. Rent of $1,400. Car and insurance totaling $720. Student loans, $300. And cell phone, $85. I take in about $5,000 a month. I really want to throw any remaining funds at my installment loans first, credit card debt, and then savings once it's paid off. I'm not concerned with student loans since I will have that paid off next summer, but I want feedback on the approach. However, I want to eliminate the credit card and installment debt as soon as possible to remove stress. All right, so $5,000 in income. That's a pretty decent amount, right? That's take home, right? So this person's earning probably $70,000 to $85,000 a year, depending on where you live and all of that good stuff. But $5,000 a month is a decent take home. The most concerning part is obviously I feel like this person's overspending. $11,000 in credit card debt, $2,400 in installment loans. There's obviously several questions there in terms of how that credit card debt was accumulated, when and where, or what they're paying off in terms of this installment loans. Maybe it's debt consolidation. Maybe they're on a payment plan for, let's say, furniture or some type of technology. And then they have no savings, which is very alarming. My recommendations here in terms of the first steps to take are, first, cut up that credit card. You're obviously overspending. Remove that credit card from all of your digital online channels, Amazon, Walmart Plus, wherever you're shopping, just remove that and add your debit card there. And you'll always think twice when you're spending on your debit card, because there's specific dollars in that account that might need to go towards other bills or savings or whatnot. But the more you remove your credit card from that specific scenario, the less you'll spend on it. Second is having no emergency fund. So after you close that card off, you don't necessarily have to close it, but you cut it up, you remove it, you forget what the credit card number is, you shred it, or the shredders. You build an emergency fund before paying off any of this debt. Just continue your monthly minimum payments and save up at least $1,000 in an emergency fund. The goal is to get to 6 months of expenses, but let's just start with $1,000 and then get to what you want to accomplish, which is trying to pay off these installment loans and credit card debt. Next, based off of your income and credit, if consolidating that credit card debt is an option, that is the third choice I would make in terms of getting that debt onto a lower interest loan. So from going from, let's just say the average credit card interest rate of 20%, bringing that down to maybe the teens, if not the lower single digits, will help you save tremendously. So in terms of the payoff strategy, we would tackle the installment loan first in a snowball method. And we want quick wins here. So whatever is taking 2 more months to pay off from the $2,400, I would definitely focus on that. Take that minimum payment once you have that paid off, and then add it on top of every other expense towards whatever is left on that $2,400 installment loan. Once that's taken care of, and since you like shopping, my fourth recommendation would definitely be shopping for car insurance, maybe selling your car, because $720 a month is a bit pricey depending on what the ratio is, or if you have a bad driving record. There's a lot of scenarios there, but shopping for better car insurance can save you a few bucks, if not a few $100s a month. And then maybe even downgrading your car if you really didn't utilize it for transportation. I'm a car guy myself, so I can understand having a specific car, but $720 a month is there's definitely room to save there. Another thing you can do is cutting your cell phone bill. $85 a month. I know there's plans out there where you can spend $30 a month and get great service. So there's obviously other room for savings with your phone bill as well. Once you negotiate all of those, the next recommendation I would have is applying those additional savings towards that $11,000 balance. So we paid off the small installment loan of $2,400. We add that and snowball it towards the $11,000. And I bet with this income, you can probably pay off that debt within a year, if not sooner, if you stick with it. But getting your spending in control is number one. Having $11,000 in credit card debt and a $2,400 installment loan, you're obviously spending your money and not keeping track of where those dollars and cents are going. So $11,000 in debt, $2,400 in installment loans, rent, cars and insurance. You're living the normal life. All of us have this type of debt, or many of us have this type of debt, and we're all trying to overcome it. But the best thing to do is to maintain that spending and really keep track of it. And before you know it, you'll have this paid off in no time.
We're running. So this is the How Dan Did on the podcast after show. And I think he did a pretty good job. First one in the books. We're going to keep the roundup going. By the way, the roundup is a working name, so hopefully we can either run with it or find another name. But thanks for listening.
Thank you for listening.